block. You can put your head on the block if you like. Have your soles of your feet touching and your knees, let them butterfly out to the sides. And come into a nice comfortable position. Bring your left hand to your heart center and your right hand to your belly. And let your knees just fall out to the sides. Coming to your breath. So as you breathe in and out, notice the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. Closing your eyes. And let's just take some nice deep breaths here and ground ourselves. Notice the points that are touching the ground, the outside edge of your feet, your buttocks, your lower back, your upper back, and your head, back of your arms. So we're in the part of the year where it is the solstice. Yesterday, the 21st of December, was the longest day of the year in our hemisphere and the shortest day of the year in the northern hemisphere. And what that means is we get early sunset, early sunrises and late sunsets. So we have maximum amount of light. So light is so important for all of our being, for our plants, and everyone needs light. And so it's a time of beautiful energy, and it's a time of celebration of the change of the season. So in our longest days and our beautiful summertime. So as we move through our practice today, notice the beautiful energy of the light and the change of season and celebrate that. Let's take 4 more breaths. So as you inhale, imagine you're breathing up all the beautiful energy of the earth. And as you breathe out all that doesn't serve you anymore. So breathing in all the beautiful energy and breathing out all the busyness. And 2 more nice, long, deep breaths. And let's bring our knees together and then hug them up to your chest. If you've got a block behind your head, just move the block to the side and hug the knees up. And you might like to rock your body from side to side or roll it in a circle. Whatever feels right for you, just loosening off any tension you might have in your lower body, in your lower back. So if you've been going in a circle in one direction, change the direction. And then bring your feet down to the mat. Bring your arms either straight out from your shoulders or you can have them in cactus. And drop your knees to the right and gaze towards the left, coming into a nice twist, twisting down the left side of our body. Just take a couple of breaths here. And as you exhale, allow your knees to come a little bit more to the right. And 1 more breath. And then inhale, bring your knees to center. And exhale, drop the knees to the left, gaze to the right. And notice the stretch down the right side of the body. Just take a couple more breaths here, allowing the knees to fall a little more to the left. And then bring your knees back to the center, hug them up 1 more time. Rocking them side to side or moving in a circle. And then put your hands behind your knees and let's rock along our spine. So we're going to use our weight like a pendulum and we're going to rock up and then rock back, just giving our spine a nice massage. Just go nice and easy depending on how your lower back feels. If it doesn't feel right, then just come up to sitting. If it feels okay, just do a couple more. Just massaging down your spine. And then coming up to a position of tabletop. Opening up your palms and having your knees hip width apart. Let's inhale and lift our chest up into cow pose. And then exhale, lift our back towards the ceiling or the sky, stretching out into cat pose. So with your breath, as you inhale, lift your chest and round your back, and exhale, bring your back up towards the ceiling like the harbour bridge. So opening up all the little spaces in your spine. Let's do a couple more rounds, using your breath to initiate the movement. And then moving your hips in a circle, just giving your body a little bit of movement in a circular direction, and then back the other way. And taking your knees wide and bring your buttocks down to your heels. Walk your hands forward. Bring your forehead down to the mat into child's pose. Just walking your hands forward, pressing your palms into the mat and noticing the stretch in your lower back. As you exhale, surrender into the pose a little more and feeling the stretch in your lower back and your shoulders. Let's take 4 long deep breaths here. And again, breathing in the energy of the earth and all the energy of all the beautiful light around us. And breathe out all the stresses and busyness of the season. And one more breath. And then inhale, come back up to tabletop. We're going to do thread the needle. So we'll do a little bit of work for our shoulders, bringing the left hand towards the center of the mat. And with the right hand, lift the right hand up and gaze towards it, opening the chest. And you modify that, Deb, for yourself. And then exhale, bring the hand underneath the left and slide the left hand forward, bringing your right ear and shoulder down towards the mat and feeling the stretch through the right scapula. Take a couple of breaths here. And then inhale, bring the right hand back up. This time, slide the right hand towards the middle of the mat. And inhale, lift the left hand, gazing up to the left, opening the chest. And exhale, thread the left hand under the right and bring the left shoulder and ear towards the mat. Slide the right hand forward. And take a couple of breaths here, stretching and noticing the stretch through the left scapula. We hold a lot of tension in our shoulders, so it's nice to give them a little stretch. And then inhale, come back up to tabletop. And from here, we're going to do some alternative leg and arm lifts. So for Deb, maybe just stick to the legs, and for everyone else, you can do legs and arms. So if you're going to do legs, we'll inhale and we'll lift the left leg up, squeeze the buttock and point the toes to the ground. And if you're going to do the arm as well, take the right hand forward, reaching out through the palm and foot, and exhale, bring the back down to the mat, and then go to the other side. So it's really nice for your spine. So as you inhale, you lift and lengthen. Pause at the top and exhale, bring the hand and knee back to the mat. Trying to keep your lower back nice and still, really squeezing the buttocks and lengthening out the hand and the foot. Let's do the last one. And then come back to tabletop. And from here, we're going to tuck our toes under and come up to downward dog. Press our heels into the mat and let the crown of your head fall down towards the earth. And just pressing the heels down either together or paddle one and then the other. Getting that nice stretch. Coming back to the theme of our practice, so celebrating the beautiful solstice and the change of the season. And let's take our feet wide. So heel toe them out wide, and then walk your hands underneath you. So you've got a wide-legged forward bend, and let your shoulders and your head relax, falling forward towards the mat. Let's take a few breaths here. So this is a nice inversion, really nice way to boost our immunity and help with our circulatory system and our lymphatic system. So we're cleansing the body, just noticing how your body feels at the moment, and noticing what thoughts are coming in and out. Just acknowledge them and let them go. Enjoying this time for yourself, a little bit of breathing, a nice restorative yoga practice. And then as you inhale, lift your chest and walk your hands forward, stretching out your spine. And then heel toe your feet a little closer together, bend your knees and come up to standing. Good. Okay, let's give ourselves a little shake in the hands and the legs. And from here, we're going to do some heel raises. So having your feet about hip width apart. So Deb, you can have your hands here, and everyone else, as we inhale, we're going to come up and bring our hands up. So we're lifting our heels. And as we exhale, we're slowly coming back down. That's it. So this is working all the little stabilizers in your feet and your ankles, and really giving you a nice deep breathing, working on your balance. Let's do a couple more. If you're finding you're a bit wobbly, find yourself a drishti point. Well, let's do the last one. Nice, and then bring your hand back to heart center. And from here, we'll go into a balance pose. So we're going to move our weight to our right foot. So just moving your hips around in a little circle, and then bring the left toes to the mat. Now from here, you can have the toes on the mat or next to your calf, or you can go a bit higher up. Try not to do it on your knee, but come up a little bit higher. That's it. Find your drishti point, and then bring your hands back to heart center. And let's just go nice and quiet in a nice balancing pose. Just coming back to your breath. Just do 2 more breaths here. And release. Good work. Give your legs a little shake. And then take it to the other side. So this time putting the weight on the left foot, moving your hips in a circle. So noticing the anchor points on the left foot at the heel and behind the big toe and the little toe. Bring your right toes next to your feet, next to your left leg, and then bring it up to your position. You might find you've got more balance on one side than the other. Just do what feels right. Come back to your drishti point. Move your knees slightly out to the side. And let's quieten down our breathing, coming into nice stillness and balance. Noticing all the little stabilizers working in your left foot and your left ankle. Let's do 2 more breaths here. And then release, give your legs a shake. Okay, from here we'll go into our warrior poses. So this will help with your hips, Penny. So we're going to turn our left toe out and step forward with the right. And we're going to scoop our hips under. So you feel it in the hip flexor, and bring your arms up. Deb, you can have your arms at your chest. So we're going to reach up and really feel that stretch through the left hip flexor. Let's take a couple of breaths here. raising your gaze, raising your chest. And then bring the right hand forward, left hand back. Keeping nice and strong with that right knee bent over the right ankle. Lengthen out through the hands and opening the chest. And then bring both hands behind you and straighten out the right leg and bring your chest forward and then lifting it up. So you're coming into humble warrior, connecting with the stretch down the back of the right leg and through the shoulders. Just take a couple of breaths here. And then release your hands down to the mat. If you have your block handy, you can use the block. So we're coming into pyramid pose. So we've got both hands down towards the mat and let the crown of our head face down, point down towards the mat, and notice the stretch through the hamstring on the right leg. Just take a couple of breaths. And on the next inhalation, lifting the left arm up into triangle pose and gaze towards the left arm, stretching through the chest. And one more breath here. And then bring the left hand down and then come back up to standing and step back. Give your legs a little shake. And then we're going to turn our right foot out to the side, step forward with the left. And inhale, scoop the hips under, bring your arms up, raise your chest and raise your gaze. The left knee is bent over the left ankle, reaching up towards the sky. So we've got our big beach ball in our hands, reaching it up and feeling that nice stretch through the right hip flexor. And one more breath. And then take the left hand forward, right hand back, squeezing the shoulder blades together and lengthening through the arms. So that nice bend in that left knee, so you're nice and strong through the left thigh. Let's take one more breath. And then lengthen out the left leg, bring both hands behind and folding forward and but lifting the chest and lifting the hands into humble warrior. So feeling a stretch through the back of the left leg and through the shoulders. Let's take one more breath. And then release your hands down to the mat into pyramid pose. So both hands are coming to the mat and allow your crown of your head to point at the mat. The left leg is nice and straight now. Feeling that stretch through the left hamstring. One more breath here. On the next inhalation, lifting your right arm up and coming into triangle pose. Opening up through the chest, gazing up towards the right thumb. Let's take 2 breaths here. And then release the right hand down to the mat and come up to standing. Okay, so let's go lengthways on the mat this time and take our feet nice and wide. Heel toe them about as wide as you can. And then bring your hands down to the mat and point your crown of your head down towards the mat. If you have a block there, you might be able to put it up lengthways and bring your head down towards the block. So you're getting a really nice stretch through the inner thigh and through both hamstrings. This is a wide-legged forward bend. Also good for the lower back. And then lifting your chest, walking your hands forward, stretching out the back. And then heel toe your feet a little closer together and come down onto the mat and coming onto your back. So knees bent and soles of your feet on the mat. Bring your heels up close to your buttocks and we'll go into a bridge pose. So as we inhale, press the palms of your hands into the mat. Inhale, lift up through the hips, squeeze the buttocks, push through the heels, and bring your chin to your chest. You can leave your hands here or you can bring them underneath you and clasp them and then draw your shoulders a little closer together. And let's just take a few breaths here. So feeling that really good stretch through the hamstrings, through the hips, really opening up the hips, squeezing the buttocks. Take 3 more breaths. And then on the last breath, slowly lower your spine down to the mat and then hug your knees up to your chest to rinse out your back after that back bend. And then let's drop the left foot to the mat and bend the right leg over the front of the left into a reverse pigeon and hug your knees up to your chest. So you can hug on to the right shin or thread your hands through the legs, through to the left thigh or the left shin, and just hug that right up. Just taking some nice deep breaths here and noticing the stretch through the right glute. So this is a great one if you've got any tension in the lower back. You might want to rock a little bit from side to side. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then release your hands, but keep the legs crossed. Bring the left leg down to the mat. Bring your arms out to the side, and I want you to drop your knees towards the left side while you look to the right. So you get a nice twist down the right side of the body. On each exhalation, allow your body to twist a little more. You might notice a little bit of adjustment in your lower spine. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then inhale, bring your knees back to center. You can use your hand to bring it back if you want. And then hug both knees to your chest to rinse out the spine after the twist. And you might want to roll around a little circle. And then place your right foot on the mat and bend the left leg and bring it across the front of the right thigh. Hug that towards your chest. And just notice this side, whether it's tighter or more flexible than the other. And hug it up to your chest in reverse pigeon. This time releasing your left glute, left ITB. And depending on how your body feels, you can rock from side to side. Let's take 2 more deep breaths. And then release your hands, bring the right foot down to the mat, hands out to the side, and then slowly, as you exhale, bring the knees to the right side while you gaze towards the left. You can keep your eyes closed. As you exhale, allow the body to twist a little more. Let's take a couple of breaths here. Just enjoying that twist. So these twists are really great for your abdominal or your organs in your belly. All get a nice twist. Helps with digestion. 1 more deep breath. And then bring your knees to center and hug them up to your chest. Okay, and then allow your feet to come back down to the mat. And from here, we'll do our legs up position. So you might want to be next to some furniture to do your legs up, or have a block or a bolster underneath your lower back, or you might come up into shoulder stand, whatever works for you. So as you inhale, lift your feet and come up into legs up. If you're in the shoulder stand, holding your hips with your hands and walk your elbows in a little bit, moving your ankles in a circle and give your legs a nice shape. Coming back to your breath. Just closing your eyes and relaxing, enjoying this beautiful inversion. Great for your immunity, great for your circulatory system and your lymphatic system. All that swelling in the legs and the feet all gets to shuffle back down to lymph nodes in your groin. And then taking your feet out nice and wide. Noticing how this feels. And then bring your soles of your feet together, knees out to the side. Coming back to the breath, nice long deep breaths. And then lifting your feet back up above your head again. And if you're in shoulder stand, you might like to take the feet over the head towards the ground behind your head into plow pose, and release your hands down to the mat, stretching out the back and the back of the neck. Let's take 3 more breaths here. And then on the next inhalation, slowly lowering your spine back down to the mat. And find yourself a comfortable position in Savasana for your Yoga Nidra. You might like to have your knees bent to support your lower back, or you can support your knees with a bolster. Whatever works for you. If you've got an eye pillow, you might like to use that. If you want to put a blanket under your head to make it more comfortable, you can. Just getting a nice, comfortable position. Let's take some nice deep breaths here. Make sure that you feel comfortable. It's best to remain still during Yoga Nidra so that both your body and your brain have a chance to fully relax. However, if you need to move, you can. Feel free to change your position. Allow your eyes to close and keep them closed until the practice has ended. The practice of Yoga Nidra is a practice of yogic sleep that will guide you to a hypnotic state, a state of consciousness between wakefulness and sleeping. Try to remain awake by listening to the sound of my voice. You'll be asked to move your awareness to various bodily sensations. Emotions and images. Try not to concentrate too intensely, as this may prevent you from relaxing. During this meditation, please use and absorb what you need in the moment and leave the rest behind. If the mind becomes overactive with thoughts and worries, just come back to the sound of my voice. Become aware of any sounds you hear in this moment. Nothing else but what you can hear without strain. Begin to focus on the most distant sounds that you can hear. Let your sense of hearing radiate outward, searching out these distant sounds and following them for a few moments. Move your attention from sound to sound without labeling the source. Gradually bring your attention to closer sounds, to sounds outside your building, to sounds inside your building, to sounds inside your room. Without opening your eyes, visualize the 4 walls of the room you're in, the ceiling, the floor, your body lying on the floor. Visualize your body lying on the floor, the position of your body, your clothes, your hair, your face. Become acutely aware of the existence of your physical body lying on the floor. Become aware of your natural breath. Become aware of your natural and spontaneous breath that moves in and out of your body without any effort. The natural breath flows in through both nostrils. Notice the feeling of the breath as it comes in and out of your nostrils. There is a sense of coolness as you inhale the breath. Follow this feeling into your nose, your sinuses, the back of your throat, into your lungs. There is a sense of warmth as you exhale the breath. Feel this warmth on your upper lip as you breathe out. The natural breath flows through both nostrils during the inhale and the exhale. Allow your breath to become longer and slower. Take a long, slow inhalation, followed by a longer, slower exhalation. Make your exhale even slower. Notice the slight pause after the exhale. Slow inhale, even slower exhale, and pause. Feel the urge to breathe bubble up inside you, and when you need to inhale, please do so. Long, slow inhalation. Longer, slower exhalation. And then pause where the body is neither breathing in nor out. Please continue breathing in this way. And now go back to your natural, easy breath, releasing any control over the inhale or the exhale. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. At this moment, you should make your resolution. The resolution should be a short, positive statement in simple language. Try to discover one naturally. Please state your resolution clearly and with awareness 3 times. The resolution that you make during Yoga Nidra plants a seed in the fertile soil of your mind to bring about transformation and healing. Say to yourself, I'm practicing Yoga Nidra. I'm awake and relaxed. We'll now begin a systematic journey of sensory awareness throughout the body. You'll move your awareness to different parts of your body as soon as you hear them named. Please say the name of the part to yourself and feel that part of your body, but do not move any part. The practice begins on the right side. Right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger. Palm of your hand, back of your hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole of your foot, top of your foot, big right toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger. Palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, big left toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Now go to the back of the body, right heel, left heel, right calf, left calf, right thigh, left thigh, right buttock, left buttock, lower back, middle back, upper back, the entire spine, right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade, back of the neck, back of the head, top of the head, forehead, right temple, left temple, right ear, left ear, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, middle of the eyebrows, right eye, left eye, right nostril, left nostril, right cheek, left cheek, upper lip, lower lip, both lips together, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, upper abdomen, navel, lower abdomen, right groin, left groin, pelvic floor, the whole right leg, the whole left leg, whole right arm, whole left arm, the whole face, the whole head, the whole torso, the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. Now imagine the whole body becoming light, as though you could float away from the floor towards the ceiling. The head is light and weightless. The limbs are light and weightless. The torso is light and weightless. The whole body light and weightless. You're rising higher and higher, away from the floor. Imagine your body becoming heavy. Feel the heaviness in all parts of the body. Each part is becoming heavier and heavier and heavier. The head is heavy, the limbs are heavy, the torso is heavy, the whole body is heavy, so heavy that it's sinking down into the floor. Awaken the experience of cold in the body, the experience of chilly cold. Imagine being outside in winter without enough clothing. You feel this chill permeating your entire body. Now allow the sensation of warmth to spread throughout the entire body. Remember the feeling of heat in summer when you're out in the sun with no shade. You feel the heat radiating onto your skin, heat all around the body. Recollect the experience of anxiety, intense anxiety and worry. Feel this stress in your mind and body, but do not concentrate on its source. Create the experience of anxiety as clearly as possible. Now allow the feeling of complete calm to envelope you. Manifest the experience of calm in your entire mind, body, and emotions. You're relaxed and aware, you're completely calm. Begin to concentrate on the space in front of your closed eyes. Imagine before you a transparent screen as though you're at the movie theatre. The screen is as high and as wide as the eyes can see. Concentrate on this mind screen and become aware of any phenomena that manifests within it, colors, patterns, and light. Whatever you see is the manifesting state of your mind. Continue your awareness of this space, but do not become involved. Practice detached awareness only. If any subtle images make themselves known, simply notice them without directing the images. If thoughts occur, let them come and go, but continue watching the dark space. Continue this with detached awareness. Now a number of different things will be named, and you should envisage them on the level of emotion, memory, and imagination as best you can. Jump from image to image as soon as you hear it. A red desert, a Buddha meditating, a good night's rest, a full moon, your reflection in a mirror, foggy morning, sun shining overhead, a bouquet of flowers, tall tree, receiving help from others, cool, clear water, a relaxing afternoon, laughing with friends, a warm embrace, burning candle, temple on a mountain, path in the woods, vibrant sunset, taking a deep breath, cat stretching, a beautiful garden path, your favorite song, the sound of my voice, your body lying on the floor. It's time to repeat your resolution. Please repeat the same statement made at the beginning of the practice 3 times mentally now. Come back to the feeling of your breath flowing in and out of your nostrils. Maintain your awareness of breath, and at the same time, develop your awareness of your physical body. Your body is relaxed and lying on the floor. Feel the container of your skin and the clothes and the props that are touching you. Notice the heaviness of your body as it rests on the floor, and take your awareness into all points that are touching the floor. The back of your heels, thighs, buttocks, shoulder blades, arms, hands, and head. Do not open your eyes yet, but visualize the surrounding room. Imagine where you are in the room and the other objects around you. Lie quietly until you feel ready to move. And start slowly by moving your hands and your feet. Take your time, there's no hurry. When you're sure that you're fully awake, gently open your eyes. Please roll over to your right side and stay on your right side for a few more moments. Use your hands to press yourself up from the floor and let your head come up last. The practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. I've got a little quote for you today. Optimism is a happiness magnet. If you stay positive, good things and good people will be drawn to you. So thank you for your beautiful yoga practice today, for your beautiful calming energy. Let's bring our hands to our heart center for kind thoughts, to our lips for kind words. and to your heart for a kind heart. Namaste. Thanks for your yoga practice today and for the whole year, all of your support.
Thank you.